Hey guys, my name is Samantha and I wanted to create a YouTube channel to talk about our favorite brand cloth diapers, Applecheeks. In my YouTube channel, I'm just going to talk about what Applecheeks are, their different kind of inserts, help you problem solve if you're having leaks or fit issues. Anything that I can help you with, I'm more than glad to post a video for and try to help you solve your problems. We have been exclusively Applecheeks for about a year and a half now. We tried them when my son was about a month old. Before that, we had tried other brands, which I don't want to say any of the names just because I don't want to give them a bad rep. Some cloth diapers work for some families, others don't. That's just how it is. It depends on you as a parent and also your child. So we did try a few different brands. We tried all-in-ones, one size. We tried the covers and the pre-folds, but nothing was working. I almost gave up on cloth diapering just because I couldn't find something that worked, and so I decided to finally try an Applecheeks. So what I'm going to show you is what an Applecheeks is. If you are just looking at YouTube channels right now, if you're newly pregnant mom, and you're just exploring the option, or if you already have your diapers and you just need help with fit issues. So this is an Applecheeks. This is a size 2, so it is a little bit bigger. What size wise for Applecheeks, they come in a size 1, a size 2, which you just saw, and then also a size 3, which I don't have. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you the exact weights are on the Applecheeks packaging, but size 1 fits roughly from 7 pounds to 20 pounds. It all depends on your baby, of course. There have been 5-pound babies, 4-pound babies who are able to fit into a size 1. My son was able to fit into a size 1, squeezing him in there until he was about 25 pounds. By then we were mainly size 2s, but on the days that I just forgot to wash, or there's a diaper that I didn't have in size 2 and I want him to wear, I would squeeze him in it. So, and then size 2, sorry. Size 2 fits from about, I think it is 18 pounds to 35 pounds, I believe. Again, it's a rough estimate. Carson started wearing size 2s when he was about 16 pounds. We switched to size 2 more so because he needed more absorbency than what I could fit into a size 1. But he was fitting them by 16 pounds, and he's currently about 28, and he's still going very strong in his size 2s. I do not have a size 3 diaper just because we're still very far from that point. We may not even ever need them. But there are size 3. I'm not even sure what the weight range is for that. It's probably about, if size 2 ends about 35 pounds, then it probably picks up around 32 pounds to 45 pounds, I want to say. I'll have to double check on that. But they're perfect for those older kids who are just having trouble at night, getting up to go to the restroom, special needs children. They are perfect for. I know that Applecheeks loved the fact that they made the size 3 diaper for those families who needed just that extra help with potty training their kids. So what I'm going to do now is just talk about what makes Applecheeks different from other diapers. Applecheeks is the first and only diaper on market that has an envelope type pocket. What I'm talking about is that the pocket where you stuff the insert is kind of sort of in the middle, a little bit more upwards in the middle. But what's so great about this is if you stuff your diapers, instead of having to unstuff them after your baby goes in, after they're dirty, you put them in the wash, and as the diapers rub against each other, the inserts are going to agitate themselves out, which is awesome. a lot of people's concerns about with the pocket being here instead of like all the other pocket diapers where the pocket is up here. Their main concern is, well, what if the baby poops? How do you get that insert out? You don't. It just agitates itself out. I know personally I am an unstuffer, so I unstuff my diapers every time there's a dirty one. All parents are different. There's not one right way to do it. It's just all your personal preference. But if that's an issue with you that you just don't want to mess with unstuffing them, that is what's so great about these diapers, is that they will agitate themselves out. Another question is it common for an insert not to agitate itself out? It will happen if you have too much water in your wash, not enough diapers, if they're not rubbing together enough, agitating. It will happen occasionally. What I do before I start unstuffing them is I just toss that one back into the pail, wash it again, no biggie. So another thing that, from what I've seen, that a lot of other diapers don't have, again, I've just been exclusively Applecheeks for a year and a half, so I don't know what else is out there from when I started cloth diapering to now. But what I love about Applecheeks is our blowout rate is like none. Only because they have this amazing back elastic. Literally, every time that Carson goes, the poop stops right here. It's amazing. It's so funny, too, because if he would have a disposable diaper on, it'd be a blowout. Like, no question. It stops all the time at these elastics. And same thing with their leg elastics. It'll stop right here. Another great thing is that they have this tummy elastic. Gives baby comfort. I personally don't notice Carson's poop getting up to the belly elastic, but I'm sure it plays the same thing. It helps keep it in so there's no blowout. But I like how it bends with him whenever he bends up and down, sorry. Another thing is that Applecheeks obviously is a 3-size system, so they only have leg snaps and waist snaps. So they don't have them bajillion snaps to make the rise longer or shorter, which is nice. It's not so confusing. Carson's snap setting right now is this. He has a pretty small waist, so he's still on the tightest snaps for the waist, but he has pretty chunky legs, so we have to go out one, which is also very nice about these wings, is that they allow you to be able to have a few different options. If your baby is so chunky, their legs are just so chunky, but they do have a small, tiny waist. The way that these wings are, you're able to have different options. They move instead of being like a straight. I've seen some cloth diapers that don't have this curve to them, but they're more straight, and having a different, like a diagonal snap, there we go, a diagonal snap setting makes it difficult. So that's another great thing about the Applecheeks, is you have that option to where if your baby's just chunky in the legs and still pretty thin in the waist. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is their different inserts that they have. They have 4 different types of absorbency. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of. Absorbency options. So first I'm going to talk about the 2-ply. It is made of bamboo. Bamboo is very absorbent compared to the other popular insert is a microfiber, which Applecheeks has their own type of version of a microfiber. But bamboo is very absorbent. It's great for heavy wetters. There's 2 layers of bamboo in it. This is what it looks like. There we go. It's great for newborns because it is so very trim. There, you can see it. Yeah. It fits into the size 1 so perfectly. It's amazing. Love the 2-ply for that reason. My favorite is the 3-ply. This one has 3 layers of bamboo, so it's more absorbent than the 2-ply. This is what it also looks like. It has a green edge to help you tell them apart if you can't tell by the thickness of them. I think now they upgraded the serging to like a pretty blue. I don't have any of the new ones, but it's still the same insert, just a different serging. So these are great for heavy wetters. You can use these also in a size 1, no problem. But just for newborns, the 2-ply seem to be the best fit that a lot of moms like. I personally like this for my son because he is a very, very heavy wetter. It's kind of ridiculous. So this one just works best for us. Next is the Applecheeks version of microfiber. It's called Micro Terry. This is what it looks like. It has a red stitching around it. So what is nice about these inserts is it has one side that's fleece and one side that is fiber. I don't know, that's what it's called. It's what I call it, but you get the point. If you are new to cloth diapering, what you may or may not know is that you cannot put a microfiber insert against the baby's skin. Any microfiber insert that you have has to be stuffed into the pocket or wrapped up inside of another insert. But what is great about the Applecheeks Micro Terry is the fleece side can go against the baby's bottom. Perfect. I love it. My system, which I'll post another video of how I stuff Carson, but I always have a Micro Terry insert unstuffed. The fleece side is touching his bottom. I like it as a booster and as a liner. So when he poops, this is the only thing that gets dirty. Shake it off into the toilet, and there you go. What is also, I think, just amazing about Applecheeks is that they put this little warning label right there. It says, do not place this side against the baby's skin. The reason for that, again, if you're new to cloth diapering, the microfiber will wick the moisture away from the baby's skin, which can cause a rash, a burn type of rash. So just don't do it. I have, as a new cloth diapering mom, I have made that mistake a couple times. Even with these inserts, even with the warning label, I've done it. But it's also still very nice to have that warning right there, because who wants a tag on their skin? But I mean, it happens, no big deal. Just as soon as you realize what you've done, take it off. Okay. Next is they have what they call boosters. They're perfect for if you just need an extra hour or two when you're out and about. You know that you're going to forget to change your child. Cloth diapers generally get changed around 2 hours. My son has to be changed at 2 hours just because of how much he does pee. So adding these boosters in gives us a nice extra hour or so. This is what they look like. They have 2 different kinds. They're both made of bamboo. From my experience, they both absorb the same amount. The only difference is that this purple one is called a Stay Dry. It's made of a fleece material, so whisk the moisture away from the baby's skin, and the baby doesn't feel wet and they get cranky because they feel wet. It just helps them stay dry. That's what's called a Stay Dry. So next is I'm going to talk to you about what do you do with dirty diapers when you're out and about or even at home. What do you do? What do you put them in? If I can find... Oh, there it is. Okay. So what they have is called storage sacks. A lot of people call them wet bags. I might even slip and call them a wet bag. But the difference between calling them a storage sack and a wet bag is a lot of people get frustrated when they have wet diapers in here and their diaper bag gets wet. Well, the thing is that this is not waterproof. It's just water resistant. It helps keep stuff from getting wet. So if you have a couple really wet diapers in it, anything that's in your diaper bag, if you have a blanket, if it's resting right against this for a couple hours, that blanket's going to get wet. So when people call these wet bags and tell people, oh, you know, Applecheeks has wet bags, they're storage sacks. You don't want people thinking that they are wet bags, that they're going to keep everything, all the moisture locked in there, because that's not what they're going to do. I'm not saying that they leak or that they're bad, but it's a misconception, I think is the word, when you call them a wet bag. But Applecheeks has 3 different kinds of storage sacks. They have a mini zip. If you, all of the bags have a PUL, I don't know the right way to say it, I say PUL, have a PUL inside, which again helps them be water resistant. Just like the diapers, if they're wet, if they're really wet, they're gonna leak because they're not waterproof. They're just water resistant. Just like the bags. The bags are made of the same material as the diapers. The mini zips are perfect for so many reasons. The main purpose is if you use cloth wipes, you can put them in there. It's very handy dandy. A lot of people use it for their breast pump connections, for snacks, for a change of clothes, you can fit a diaper in here, believe it or not. If you are just running errands, you just need to take one diaper, you can fit one in here. A change of clothes. I use it as my own little personal bag. I put my personal hygiene products in there, my deodorant, my toothbrush, really anything. You can use these for anything. It's amazing. Next is the size 1s. This is what they look like. These are great for when you're out and about. If you're gone for the day and you need to fit diapers in here while you're changing. I did a size test. Size test. How many you can fit into here. A fit test. I think what I got was 6 fully stuffed diapers, and Carson's diapers are stuffed. So I can fit 6 of them in here. If you don't stuff as much as I do for Carson, you could probably fit 7 or 8 in here. That's what they look like again. Again, the PUL inside, same material as the diaper. Next is a size 2, which is what I don't have. The one Applecheeks product I don't have. It is a very big sack. You can put it in a pail liner, or it has a drawstring top. You can hang it, put it in a pail liner, use it as a pail liner. I'm not sure how many it can fit because I don't have one, but probably about 20 plus diapers, I'm going to say, because that's how many I can fit into the one that I do have. Again, same material as the diapers. Great. I wish I had one. A lot of people like them. You can use them to store your diapers in between children. You can use them as laundry bags for your clothes. You can use them as, if you're going on a camping trip, you can use them as dirty clothes, as a dirty clothes holder. Really just about anything. So next is what I was going to talk about is the training pants. They just released trainers. I don't have one. Again, Carson is very far from that point, and we don't need them yet. But I do have some information written down that I was going to share with you in case it's something that you're interested in. So the trainer pants come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. The small is about a size 2-3, which is also from 18 to 25 pounds. The medium is size 4 or 5, sorry. 4 and 5, about 25 to 35 pounds. And then the large is size 5-6, from 30 to 45 pounds. Again, these are just rough estimates, just like the diapers. What I read from the reviews, I read quite a few reviews about the trainers, and one person recommends to go by your child's weight more so than the size recommendations. Again, I don't have personal experience, but that's something to go ahead and search for, read up on your own. The trainers are made of a poly cotton blend, and it's also lined with PUL in the wet zones. It has 2 layers of microterry. Again, this is what a microterry is. It has 2 layers of this in the wet zone. These are not intended to replace diapers, so if your child is still very far from potty training, these are not for you. If they still are not potty trained at night, these may not be for you. I'm not telling you how to potty train your child, but just from what I've read online. They come in blue and pink. I'm actually not sure if they have more colors, but those are the ones I've seen advertised, blue and pink. They seem to, compared to other little underwear, they seem to be a little bit longer in the crotch area, but still, again, that's just, you're probably going to have to go by the weight of your child more so than the size, like someone has recommended. They run about, in the US, they run about $21, which seems expensive, yes. But if you think about the pull-ups, the disposable pull-ups that you buy, how long is your child going to be potty training? It takes a while. So I've been told and seen firsthand it takes a while. So that's what's nice. Just like cloth diapers, you can reuse these and even save them for your next child, which is nice. It helps so much when it comes to cost. So for this video, that's all I really have, just to introduce you to Applecheeks. If you have any more questions, if you have any, I don't know what I'm trying to think of. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I can post a video for you. If you are even more interested in Applecheeks, there's a great community that comes along with it. The parents of Applecheeks are truly so caring and so nice that they are more than willing to help you. They will go out of their way to help you if you need it. You can look up the Facebook group, Peace, Love, Applecheeks. It is, again, a great community to be a part of. The parents are just so giving, and they really care about your children as well, and they want you to succeed in cloth diapering. So if you guys have any more questions, just let me know, and I can post a video and try to help you. Thank you.